You are now listening to Underground Radio, the podcast with the Dopest Blogger Alive, Queen Peach, and now known as the Underground Queen.
It's Yanni Yoshi.
Okay, welcome to episode 7, live from the underground. I am the Dopest Blogger Alive. I forgot I'm on camera. I'm looking over there. I am the Dopest Blogger Alive, Juicy Peach, Queen Peach, the Underground Queen, or whatever you want to call it. I got a very special guest. This dude is funny. He already funny. My cousin was good.
What's the word, Peach?
Hey, that's hella funny. This is my cousin. He call himself C. Bezzy. Get your big Chris. I wanted to ask you, like, how do it feel seeing me, like, as a little kid and then seeing me grown?
It don't make no sense, especially like the mother part. Like, she been a mom. You've been a mother for 11 years, going on 11 years. I still can't wrap my mind about, like, you somebody's mama. Like, that don't make no sense.
That's funny. So, Chris is like the only dude who been at the affirmation party forever. We had 1 year we had like 2 other males, but he been holding it down at the affirmation party for years, since 2016.
When we gonna do another one?
This is the year. This is the year. So I actually planned one last year, but it went a different way.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to get into it, and you gotta do it now. Get your big live from the underground. So last year's, if y'all remember, because I did this on another episode as well, the message was what and why. Focus on the what and why, release the how and when. And I gave everybody plants.
Mm-hmm.
I ended up doing it with kids because the whole thing got changed or whatever. But basically, focusing on the what and why and releasing the how and when or whatever. And the thing was plant and release 2022. So that's why I gave everybody plants. So, yep. I said the what and why, getting clear on your intention. Release the how and when, because that's God's job. Not redigging up the seed. Like when you plant, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Continue watering it. And then, okay, let's get to it. Pick a number 1 through 7. Look at this.
3.
Okay, bet. Read it. Read them and weep.
What are some productive ways to apply the law of detachment? You want me to answer it?
Yes.
I think a productive way to apply it is to, like, be in the present moment and...
Well, tell people what the law of detachment is for those who may not know.
So, I think in the 7 spiritual laws, I think that Deepak Chopra did. That's where I know the law of detachment from. And it's probably somewhere else too. But basically, the law is meant to say, once you put your intention out into the universe and once you put your intention of what you want, in order to get what you want, you have to detach from it, and that you can't hold on to it, and you can't, like, be sitting and waiting for it. You have to kind of, like, put it in the back of your mind and just move forward. And basically, that's the only way that what we want that we get what we want by letting go of what we want.
Right. Basically, you can't like put your whole life on hold and like just be stuck trying to get that one thing. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not detachment. But all right, man, that was the perfect definition. You still got to answer the question though.
Oh, what's a way to do it?
Like, what's a productive way to apply it?
I think you got to be aware of if you have to be self-aware to know if you're like really pressing for something to happen and really like anxious about it happening. You can't be anxious. You have to just really relax and just put your attention on something else.
Right. I agree. All right, pick another number besides 3.
5.
Okay, read it.
Oh, something.
Hey, Chris is a underground guru. What do you think about that too? When I say that, the reason why I say he's an underground guru is because he's not out and about preaching a message, but he's like hella knowledgeable, and we're gonna get into all of that.
I do agree that I'm a guru.
Yes.
And I think I want to, like this year or moving forward, I want to like exemplify it or like put it out there to the world and stop like hiding it.
The underground guru. That's what they said. Pretty Ricky's what we call him. He's the underground.
Pretty Ricky.
Underground guru. Go ahead.
All right. So how long are you willing to be still? What does it mean to be still? I guess what I would take from this is like maybe meditating, but
yeah, because basically if you're going back to the theme of planting,
mm-hmm.
like when you're planting the seed is like kind of being still.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying, before it sprouts. So you can look at it in that sense of just I guess that's a way to be kind of detached to in a way of just being still and not tripping off nothing, basically.
Right. And stuff that Deepak always say is that at like the deepest, like the more deeper the level, the more still it is. So if you're on the surface,
that's deep.
Stuff is like, comes and goes and it's a lot of activity. It's like an ocean. Like at the top of the ocean, there's waves and there's all this stuff happening on. But as soon as you go at the very depths of the ocean, then there's no activity. It's just all like the water is just still.
That's deep.
And so that's a reflection of spirit. Like the deeper you are anchored, like the deeper you are in your spirit, the more still you will be, and you're not affected by what's happening on the surface.
Oh, I love that. This is the underground guru for real. All right, I'm about to give you one, and we're gonna move forward. Okay, do number I want you to do number 2 and 6, but we'll do number 2.
Who is it? Why is it so hard to believe in yourself 100%? It's just because of like conditioning, but it's like.
And that's a 2-part question too.
Oh, why do we feel
that we
need others to believe in us?
Mm-hmm. That's it.
And that's it. Okay, got you. It's because, well, first of all, it's hard to believe in yourself 100% just because of the conditioning and what we're used to. And it's like it's a lot of negativity, and people gave you negative messages in the past, or you believe in your own negative messages. And that's just people not changing and people just sticking to, people just not trying out something new. And then we feel we need others to believe in us because I feel like we always trying to please other people.
I promise.
Always trying to impress other people.
Mm.
And it's like, it's such a backwards way of living. Like, I remember when I was a kid, I used to always, like, I would play the video game in a room by myself and imagine people watching me and saying, oh, these people think I'm going to do good. Like, I'm doing good on the game. And it's just like, just these fantasies of, like, doing good in front of somebody.
That's deep.
And it is.
That's deep.
Yeah, and it's like, you're just not supposed to, you're supposed to do good or do what you want to do
no matter what.
No matter what. You're doing it for your own enjoyment instead
Right.
of trying to impress somebody else. It is like, we just can't. And then I guess it's like, it's so hard to believe in ourselves. We need other people because we trying to make ourselves dependent upon other people and what they think.
And then do number 6. Even though it's not really a question, but
One of the hardest things for people to grasp in regards to law of attraction is ignoring your reality.
what you got to say about that? Because like ignoring your reality, because we have to talk as, you know, we gain a new followers, new people who may not have heard this, but ignoring your reality is exactly what it means. It means to ignore the unwanted things about your the unwanted things about your reality, and basically kind of focus on if there's something like, let's say if breakfast is enjoyable for you, you know what I'm saying? Focusing on that will be better than worried about, oh, okay, I didn't eat lunch. That's like a small example, but basically ignoring all the negativity that's in your current reality and focusing on your wanted reality is going to push you forward to your wanted reality. But it's a hard concept for people to grasp of ignoring your reality. I just feel like that's because you in it and you conditioned to be, you're not still, like he said. You're not seated at the bottom. You're like in a whirlwind of the shit going at the top. What you think?
I agree. And it's like understanding, in order to ignore your reality, then you have to have a plan of action.
Yes.
And you have to already know where you're going. And it's like, as long as you can stay within...
That's deep. I love that.
As long as you can stay within your plan and stick to the plan, then your mind is always on what you're creating or what you are trying to like build or grow. And another thing about the reality thing is that maybe that we're looking at it the wrong way. Like, I remember before my uncle died, I called him.
This nigga said my uncle, like that's not my uncle. Well,
I called him and I was like, you know what dawned on me? At that time, I was trying to get to the NBA, and he was trying to, you know, have his own record label and sell records. And I remember telling him, I'm like, listen, I actually signed my scholarship, and that's kind of like me signing to the NBA. And I remember I was like, yeah, Sam, me and you this summer, we were selling physical copies of your album, and you already have your record label, I think LLC or license or whatever. And it's like you have your record label, so we already made it.
Right. You basically doing what you already wanted to do. And going back from what you said about the pleasing people, it doesn't matter about it's basically like dance like no one is watching. It doesn't matter if you have thousands or millions of people, like you said, viewing you. No, you good. Viewing you playing a game, or viewing you doing your record, or doing you in the NBA.
Right.
I like that you brought that up about signing, because it is the same feeling. So you basically signed. You had a photo out.
Right.
You signed it, and you was on the team. That's lit. Yeah.
So it's like, I feel like we have to like actually see what we got and see that we already have what we want.
Exactly.
And all we're trying to do is like add more value to it and let it grow and let it flourish.
Okay. How important is feeling good in life? Like, what do you think about that?
It's the most important thing, because what I just learned this year, even though we've been knowing this for years and years and years about feeling good, is that we're in control of how we feel. So basically, if you're not feeling good, that means that you lost control of yourself.
Yes.
You lost control of
your
emotions, your thoughts. And it's like the stuff that you keep telling yourself is the reason why you feel good or bad.
Hey, this is my man, the underground guru. The underground guru. Real talk.
The stuff that you keep telling yourself. So you keep saying negative stuff or keep focusing on negative stuff that you're not going to feel good. And you're like, basically how you feel, how like your average feeling is just an indicator on I'm in control of my life, I'm not in control.
Right. I think it's important for us to feel good because we're here on this earth now. So it's like we're not gonna always be here. And me and you know that we've dealt with tragedies and stuff like that with you know, seeing people from the physical transition into the spiritual. So we're not gonna always be here. But while you're here, I feel like you should be living a good life as far as feeling good. Like just doing your best to feel good.
And then why waste time? Like you're saying, if we're not gonna be here forever, then why should I waste time feeling bad or worrying about some stuff that's not gonna matter?
Exactly. Like bills and shit like that. I was gonna ask you this at a later time, but this seems to be perfect. What do you think about our family when it comes to talent?
I feel like our family is really like it's a lot of different talent. It's a lot of like a variety of different stuff that people are good at, and different stuff that people can like add to the overall pot.
Yeah, I feel like we like a treasure. Let's say if like somebody found like a gold, a treasure of like our family. I feel like our family is unique. Nobody is like our family. 100%. Period.
And that's why you can't waste time feeling bad or waste time, because it's like the time that I wasted doing that, and then the person is gone, the person passes away, and it's like I wasted like that time. I could have been using that time for shouting this person out. Like me and you sitting here kicking it right now. Like, this is amazing.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
We gotta get Gene on the podcast.
For sure.
That's gonna be hilarious. Okay, but so who are your favorite people on this consciousness journey? Let's do like the top 3. If you had to get like top 3, who's your favorite people?
It's just for like people to listen to.
Yeah, like the like for example, I call Louise the godmother of this consciousness, and Wayne for me is the grandfather, because this is the godfather, because these are the people that I came on my journey for.
Right.
So I know it's like for example, we finna get into that Neville coming up. I know it's more people who may have come before them, but these is my people. You know what I'm saying? So who are your favorite people on the consciousness journey?
My number one is Deepak Chopra. Just because he really gets in deep with the mystical, spiritual stuff, and I'm trying to think who the other two. Like saying Wayne Dyer is good. Dang, I know Esther Hicks is really good, but where is my phone at? Because I don't know what I did with my phone. But I'm trying to figure out what I've been listening to lately on my Audible.
What's your big Audible?
Because let's see. To be honest, Peaches, I've been listening to Think and Grow Rich. This is my first time ever listening to
Napoleon Hill, right?
Yeah, and that's amazing.
I read that in freshman year at Jackson State.
What'd you think about that?
I've been on some shit. I had the PDF printout or something like that,
so
I gotta run it back. But
I think that's like the goal. As far like I think that book started all of the self-help stuff. Mm-hmm. I think that's where it all came from. Is that Think and Grow Rich, and it's amazing. Let me think.
Look, you skipping my questions, because I got my other questions is, out of all the books we're on, what's the most potent? So basically, I want to talk about before you answer that, because basically, Chris put me on a lot of knowledge. Like I said, he's like the underground guru. He put me on the birthday book. The birthday book, y'all, and it's called
Secret Language of Birthdays.
Secret Language of Birthdays. When I tell y'all, it's really dope. And then when I read the beginning part, it's an experiment. I mean, it's a not an experiment. It's a researched thing.
Mm-hmm.
They researched a certain amount of people's birthdays, all the years. So all they, you know what I'm saying, all the information that they gathered is how they got it. But basically, the birthday book is so dope, y'all. The Secret Language of Birthdays, because you can look your birthday up and look somebody else's birthday up, and it shows y'all compatibility. So we've done this in our family for relationships, mother-daughter relationships, you know, son. It don't matter who it's for, whoever the individuals are, but you learn so much about the person and yourself. And then you put me on the word book. Show them the word book.
So this book is called the Dictionary of Word Origins, but basically it's like etymology. So etymology is understanding where a word comes from and like where did it stem from, instead of saying what's the definition of a word. So etymology is, you know, let me think. Like Christopher, my name Christopher means Christ bearer or something. It comes from something dealing with Christ. Mm-hmm. So it's just like it's just trying to go to the origin of where the word came from.
And like books that we historically, and I say in our family, is, well, at least me and you, is The Power Now.
Yeah, you put me on that one.
Eckhart Tolle. We on Abraham Hicks, the Vortex.
You know,
that's audio. Look, get you bring The Power of Astonishing Emotions. All of that stuff. But out of all the books that we're on, what do you think is the most potent book?
The most potent book for me is what's it called? The Book of Secrets.
Oh yeah, yes.
That's the book that. And then if I would say the next potent book would probably be The Power of Attention by Wayne Dyer.
Mine would be The Power of Now is number one, is the most potent. And then I would say Book of Secrets. I actually never finished the Book of Secrets.
Mm-hmm.
But the parts that I got to is
Have you ever listened to the audiobook, or you only read the book?
No, I only read the book.
Are you able to like log into my Audible?
Probably.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You should listen to the audiobook.
Get me to it.
The audiobook is way better than I would say just reading the book,
mm-hmm.
because it's like the stuff that he's saying and the way he said.
Okay, I'm gonna have to get on it. So let's talk about this numerology. Like, how did you get into numerology, and then how important do you feel it is?
It's the most.
Look, he didn't even let me finish the question. I said, how did you get into numerology, and how important do you feel it is to understanding life occurrences?
I don't know how I got in. Oh, well, maybe I think it first started off with the birthday book. So me understanding birthdays and zodiacs. But then numerology, when you start to see numbers that like follow you around in life and stuff like that, it's just important to know more about yourself. And it's just more about like self-knowledge. I got into it though. It's this movie called The Number 23 with Jim Carrey. And it's like,
I think you told me that, and I still ain't never seen it.
Yeah, I bought it recently. And I think I bought it on my but anyway, it's a Jim Carrey movie.
This nigga is grandpa for real. when you did this, so
it's a Jim Carrey movie, and it's like he obsessing over this number, but it really keeps showing up everywhere. So I think people need to watch that movie first to kind of get an understanding of like a rabbit hole that numerology can take you down. But then it's like, okay, you got numerology, and then there's something called gematria, where you code in numbers where numbers are coded into words. So basically, if you have the alphabet is 26 letters. So A is 1, B is 2. Every number in the alphabet has a number. And then once you like type your name out, there's like a calculator that can show you like what vibration or what number your name means. So like that's something that I've been really on. But like numbers are basically vibrations. So if you're vibrating at a certain point, you're gonna get a number. And then like I think one of the first numerology things is life lesson numbers. Or so
you said my life. So tell me about my life lesson number again. You said
it's
mine
7.
is 7.
So when you add up to get a life lesson number, you have to add up every number. So 1991 plus 9 plus 9 plus 0 plus 8 plus 7. It'll all, like, once you condense it down to one number, it all comes out to 7. And so that number 7 vibrates at a certain level, and basically they saying 7 people are life lesson number 7 people are like very spiritual, which is she's crazy spiritual for years and years. They're like very like they like to be on their own. They like to kind of be on a solo mission, and they don't really need a team by you. And think about the movie 007 or the character
right.
007. He's a solo. He's a secret agent. So we used
to play 007 when we was kids.
He's a secret agent that only does stuff. He's a solo act basically. And so like that's what 7 symbolizes. It's like kind of being by yourself, keeping to yourself, having knowledge, stuff like that. And then my number, when you add up my life lesson number, my number's a 2. And they're saying that 2 people are like really agreeable people that like partnerships and stuff like that.
He said, fuck something. I need a partnership.
And that's what I'm saying. That's something that,
in a cipher.
That's something that I rap but it's just like,
oh fuck having a boss. I need a partnership or something like that.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like the way. In order to understand how you act, and your compatibility with other people, you need to know life lesson numbers. You need to know your number and other people's numbers and how that kind of goes. So it's just like numerology.
Numerology is deep. That's a deep wormhole.
For sure.
It's definitely deep. I was on it a little bit, but not on it like you. I don't know how to. I never really read or to figure out how to get the life numbers, but just certain numbers. Period. Looking at those numbers and seeing the meanings and all the different stuff, I definitely was heavy on that.
So one thing they saying, so Peaches, she's born on your birth, the day that you're born on. So she's born on the 7th of August. So they're saying that the numbers, based on that number, every time you're in the year that adds up to a 7, it's supposed to be like a good year for you.
That's deep, and this is the year of 7, ain't it?
Well, yeah, but your personal year. So
okay.
When you're 6 years old, that means you're in your 7th year of your life. You're living in your 7th year, so that was supposed to be a good year.
I remember that birthday too, and it was
for real.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Then when you're 15, you're in your 16th year, and so on. So every time you get to a year of 7, it's supposed to be like they're trying to say is your best year or one of your like most pivotal years. So yeah,
that's deep. Okay, we're back. We got a new face in the building. I had to wake him up. He put the children to bed, and he put himself to bed. But you're here. We have my husband. Introduce yourself.
Well, hello. My name is Carlin DeMonte. Dad, Magruder.
Right.
You know, Dad. And I'm the husband of Markeisha Magruder.
Yes, sir. It's funny when people call me Markeisha.
Nice to meet y'all.
Okay, let's get into it. Let me warm Carlin up. Well, actually, it's no warm up. There's no warm up. I was saying I couldn't end the season without having this episode is live from the underground. I couldn't end the season of the Underground Radio, the podcast, without having a true underground artist on the podcast. And I said this is not a solo interview, but tell us about Christian Records.
Christian Records. That's Christian Records with a K. First of all, it's spelled with a K. It's a label that I started. It's an entertainment company that I started when I was probably about 16.
Damn.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Yeah, it was like one of them things where I'll say a little bit further. I'll say about 13. It took me about 16 for it to crystallize, for me to know that I was gonna make it an entertainment company. But yeah, Christian Records is it's an enterprise, an entertainment enterprise.
What do you feel like? What's the biggest challenge for you, creativity-wise?
I would say, to stay motivated. That's the biggest challenge. That's just to stay motivated, because so many different things that I was motivated by, that could no longer be the drive right now at this moment.
All right, Chris. I know you gotta work, but are you down or what?
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to play a little drinking game. If that's
Okay.
cool. You done?
Yeah.
All right, babe. I'll be back. Let me get the stuff. I know you're gonna be. Okay, so I got the drinks ready, guys. And of course, y'all already know this. If y'all made it to episode 7, I am pregnant, so I will not be participating. But I do have he said something. I do have, y'all can make up something for me to do. But this game is called Drink or Dare. And basically, it's a game to get out of your comfort zone. Stop. He looking at my paper. Don't look at my paper.
I was just looking.
It's a game to get out of your comfort zone. I feel like we all three been living in our comfort zone to a certain extent. What do you think?
I've been living completely in the comfort zone.
Me too.
Not even nowhere close.
So this
Comfort zone was an island shit. That's why I'm been at.
this is me putting y'all on blast. I'm calling y'all out because I love y'all, and it's time to elevate. So y'all, like I said, y'all can dare me. I doubt I would not do the dare, but in case I don't, Carlin got to take mine because it's my other half. So if you dare me to do something and I don't do it, then he got to take my shot for me. So those are the rules of the game.
Have I ate enough?
You
on medication? You're on your medication? No,
I was like, okay, so Chris, this is for you. I dare you to post a selfie on IG with a deep, genuine caption. And I said, you are an underground guru that nobody knows about. Your whole IG is memes. So y'all know, as women, like, if you trying to talk to a dude, you really not gonna be feeling this nigga based off Instagram, because his whole shit is memes, and that's like a that's like a funny roast. I was on his Instagram, like when I was like doing just trying to get prepared for this podcast. It took me hellas to find a photo of him because it's just all memes. So this is Aries season. This is he a Aries, his birthday season. So you gotta post a selfie on IG with a deep caption. If not, take a drink. What? Chris, you ain't gonna do it?
No.
Why not?
Well, it's the reason why I haven't been posting pictures.
Why not?
It's because I don't like the way I look right now. So basically, once I get to October,
no, but that's going against the whole.
I thought the game was.
No, I'm saying not going against the game, but that's going against the whole thing of being happy when being. Basically, you say you don't give a fuck.
No, I'm hearing you out because you not even finishing.
No, because your energy is like, I don't give a fuck.
No, but I'm just saying, like, what are you?
Basically, what I'm saying is, this is you I'll be happy when I get married. I'll be happy when I get the job. I'll be happy when this. I'll be happy. Or in your case, I'll feel myself when I'll lose. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being in the now and feel yourself down.
Right.
I feel like you should really do this there. But if not, you got a shot. But it's not even a full body pick.
Right. It's the face.
You said what?
It's the face. It's like damn.
Are you gonna do it, Chris, or not?
I'm gonna do it.
Okay, do it.
So you said what you want me to post on it?
So you just have to do a selfie, and you have to post. This he is hilarious. You have to post a deep, genuine caption. Deep does not mean long. This man is hilarious, dog.
No, I gotta take a shot. He's the goofiest person in the planet.
I'm being.
Features is so
Carly,
goofy.
you better not take your shot.
She done damn well.
Chris, you are funny. This is Aries season.
Why she got pump extra? This is me pump extra?
That's
So I'm supposed to drink the whole thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a shot.
We got to cheers too, shit.
Ain't no you just want to take a shot.
Okay, well, eventually.
And what kind is this, Crown Royal?
For those who are listening and not watching on YouTube, y'all are missing out because this man is hilarious. His face, expressions, all of it. I can't even take it. I promise you I can't take
I ain't
it.
drinking so long.
Get your bag. It's been a long time coming. But I know. But I still do feel, Chris, that you can't put a month on. That's not detachment of the that's not detachment of the goal or the what, you know what I'm saying?
It's a false premise.
Yes, it is. We wanted you to finish to move forward.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. She's strict, man.
Peach has been bossing me and Tasha around since we was kids.
That's Kamar.
I was just thinking about him as soon as she said that.
And he a Leo too.
As soon as she said that.
I hope I can hear you out there. Okay, Carlin. You better and do it. And do it. Where's your phone at?
Well, I gotta have my phone.
Where's your phone?
I got it. It's available.
Okay. And like I said, y'all can dare me to do something that y'all feel is going to get me out of my comfort zone too. Okay. Carlin, I dare you to freestyle right now and then post it to IG. That's your dare.
Dare me to freestyle right now, post it to IG.
Yes. And if you need some music, you can put the headphones on. Because this is, the licensing, the YouTube, you can't have music and stuff like that. Unless it's an instrumental of your own beat. So, are you going to do the dare or not?
I'm about to go and take that shot, but
Carlin, what?
y'all hear that music? Let me go ahead and take this shot for the team.
So you're gonna shot and then you're gonna freestyle?
If that's what you want me to do, honey, that's what I'll do.
Yes.
Alright, so I'm gonna take the shot.
He just want to take a shot anyway. Do you need music or are you doing acapella?
Let's see if I can find something.
It has to be post friendly. If you play on here, I don't have my I don't have Parks looking ass.
Mm-hmm.
You know how Parks on Patreon, the listening experience is way better because you hear all the music they playing, but on YouTube they don't have
hear
that.
it, right? So to make sure that they can hear it.
No, I'm saying he gonna have to put headphones on regardless. But you can still find,
okay, gotcha.
You can still find something and I can still play
I
it.
gotta put headphones on.
And Carlin Mr. Magruder has accepted his dare, so let's get it popping.
I wasn't aware of this dare. Hey, but I'm still here, drinking on this crown, and I'm drinking with cheers. Cheers to the New Year's. Still drinking beer, still rolling tweeds. 2020. Hey, gotta get it. Spin. 4 kids. It's real. Shit. That's how I did it. Then it gotta be done. That shit real. Hey, we gotta get a bigger ride. Bigger whip, bigger crib. Shit. No places to hide. Fuck it.
Okay, Carly. You need to post that, honey.
Post it?
Yes.
No.
What are you talking about?
I
No.
don't want to post it.
These gentlemen are not cooperating.
I
I said I dare you to freestyle right now and then post it to IG.
Okay, I posted it. I did.
No, you didn't.
I will. Yeah, I posted it.
Post it. To your stories then.
Chris,
He passed.
I passed too.
You should both still use your phone like yours. When did you get that Yoshi thing, Peaches?
The big one?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's your.
That's tight.
Okay.
That shit is. All right, go ahead to the next one.
Don't turn down the video. Sam, turn it up. Post it. Is somebody knocking on the door?
You saw the face. I thought it was outside.
I wish you would have posted for real. Just it don't matter. Save it to me because they gotta see it. They already seen it. Anyway, okay. So the Chris next there is to draw something dope right now.
Oh, I can do that.
You want a pencil? Or it don't matter.
A pencil would be cool.
Get your
if
big.
you got it.
Get your big.
I
Don't.
mean, or just whatever you got.
Get your big. Don't matter, dog. Draw something dope. Chris is an artist. He been drawing since he was little. And he can draw something. He can draw good. I'm gonna go no pencil.
13th letter. M.
Chris. You're right. It's a dare, so they know. You should post it for real.
I am gonna post it. Don't worry
No,
about it.
you post it on
Don't
the
you worry
story.
about release.
All right, bet. So Chris is doing his dare. So the next dare, for Carlin.
Damn, it's back on me quickly.
And these are
Chris said he got hurt with the deck because he took it.
these are creative dares. So, hit a raw or your favorite dance move full out.
Oh, you just got all type of action for me. And posted on IG.
No,
That's the key.
ain't no post on that one. And you can have a little music.
I got music on this one. I have to hit the rock. I got no space to hit the real. So I'm gonna do the Skyline too high and worm me out of this. Worming on the phone. But I gotta be what's that? I don't know which one this is.
Let me know you. Wait, let me know when you're ready. Let me know when you're ready. Okay, he said he's gonna do it.
I can't hit the dance today.
Huh?
I think that was too slow.
Okay, we got a few seconds. Come on, you got a few seconds.
I'm gonna hit that dance today.
Carlin, do a dance full out.
Hold on. Nah, this is a real one though. This is my dance right here. That shit right there. The whip.
Okay.
That's the one.
So
Two-step and the whip.
let me ask y'all, who is y'all favorite underground artists right now? Or who are your favorite underground artists, period? past or future. I was talking to my cousin, which is his sister, Tasha, and I was talking about how J. Cole's the leader of the underground. She don't know nothing, first off. So there's no point to even debate with her. But she's like, what? This and that. But she don't understand that he's still the leader of the underground. And she don't understand that Big Sean still is like one of the prime leaders of the underground because they came from there. Even if they had mainstream success. Because when you say underground, we ain't saying that we just want to never get mainstream. I mean, have attention and nothing like that. But it's underground is a certain feeling and encompassing of like rawness, real and raw. That's what underground is to me. That's like I got multiple versions of it. So mine would be, of course, J. Cole. That's my favorite underground artist. He came from the underground. He still slick beat underground too. He be in and out of the spotlight, but it's still just like I said, it's just like a feeling. So who is y'all favorite underground artist right now?
Right now is a dude named 38 Special. I don't know if I could say he's underground, but as far as the feeling of what you're talking about, like he brings that feeling.
And where he from?
He from New York, I think.
Oh, okay.
Rochester.
Yeah.
38 hard. You said right now.
Or you can do past the. You can do over of all time, or
You only get one.
no. I get.
Mine's probably in different regions.
Go ahead and
If it's in-
give.
if it's in the South, then it's different parts of the South. But like I definitely fuck with Big Crit. I gotta give Crit, his flowers. You know what I'm saying? Crit did it underground. So I watched him come up from the ground up. You know what I'm saying? But some of the people I've been listening to, I've been listening to Big Extra Plug. He been going hard.
Where he from?
Texas. I've been listening to Texas artists. Texas artists been going hard. Memphis artists for sure. They've been going hard as well. But I would say from underground, who I've been listening to, who I've been taking a liking to, is Big Extra Plug. But if it's I do fuck with 38 Special though. Sure.
Big Extra Plug. Do you got anything on like Apple Music or something? Or no?
Yeah, he got a new little album out on I think on all platforms.
Got you.
Yeah, big hard.
I got a homie that I used to work with named Mac Millie, that he got stuff on Apple Music, and his flow is amazing.
It's tight. You said Mac Millie?
Yeah.
Shit similar to Mac Miller, but
Right.
he probably feel like he been.
But
Niggas don't give. I mean, people don't care if that's their shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I feel that. Okay, so let me ask y'all this, huh?
I said that was a good question. I got a lot of nice underground artists that I didn't name. There's a lot of them that could have went on that list.
What? Let me ask both of y'all this. What is something you know to be true, but you're not executing it? Like you like I know that word. Like that's real talk, but it's something you're not doing.
They say you're supposed to be up before dawn to like witness the day, like being born, and like you need to be present, and like you're supposed to be in like your best position doing that, but it's just so hard for me to get up in the morning. Like I be getting up right before it's time to go to work, so it's like I need to be able to get up and meditate. I need to be able to get up and meditate before the sun rises.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good one too.
What about you, honey?
Can you say the question again?
What is something you know to be true, but you're not executing it?
I would say definitely executing different parts of my routine with like working out, eating good. When I first, I do eat good.
We do eat good.
No, we do eat good.
But we are.
But I feel like I can eat better.
Yeah.
I feel like every day I tell myself I can eat something better. I can eat better. You know, I know all our meals is made with love and stuff like that, but it's just certain things like I probably be eating at work, you know what I'm saying, on the slide.
Right.
That probably be a little bit too much. So that's pretty much it.
There's another artist that I don't know if I can consider underground, but it's like this dude on the West Coast named One Take Jake. You ever heard of him?
I heard his name.
I never heard of him.
And it's like I look like his albums is fire. I let them shits just ride, and it's like
no reasons.
But see, he's still underground in a way, because if
you
you're not worldwide like that,
yeah.
But like I said, even though J. Cole's now worldwide, you know, so it's just different definitions.
So like One Take Jake, he kind of rap like those West Coast dudes who like be rapping offbeat and be rapping like, what's the dude name? The dude who made Tatiana. Blueface. Yeah. So like that real ignorant music. It's just really funny. Like,
Yeah.
bust down Tatiana.
Okay, let me ask y'all this. So, what would you be doing if all your bills were paid and you were already financially abundant? Like, what would you be doing?
I would just travel.
I can't wait to see the picture. You done with the picture? Are you still done?
I would just be trying to like go to every football stadium. Like when the football season come around, I would pick a game to like where my team or somebody would go, and because so far there's 30 NFL stadiums and I've been to 4 of them. So like my goal is to be able, because like I'm a big NFL football fan, so it'll be just tight to go to these different states and go to these different cities and stuff like that, and really take in the experience of the teams.
That's deep, because the part 2 to that question is it possible for you to live like that now? And then in what ways?
It is possible. It definitely is possible. I think I wanted to put a hold on all of the traveling so I can, save up some chicken to buy a crib. But I definitely could, because it's like there's like maybe 4 teams within like arm's reach. Like I could drive to Wisconsin to go to see the Packers.
You can drive to Ohio.
I can drive to Cleveland, Ohio. I can drive to what's another place in Ohio? It's Cincinnati. I can also go to Indianapolis. So it's like there's places where I can just drive a one-day trip.
And flights don't be that much. So it just depends on you can conquer that now.
Right.
If you plan it out. What about you, honey? What would you be doing if all your bills are paid and you were already financially abundant?
It definitely would be a must. Traveling, expanding my horizon, seeing different cities and countries and stuff like that.
Right.
But while I'm traveling, I probably would be like, I'm a collector, so I like to collect things, whether it's chessboards, chess pieces, stones, books, like different relics, different stuff different stuff that I can bring back to the house and put in my home exhibit. I feel like that's probably what I'd be doing if I was already financially abundant. Traveling would be the best thing. You know what I'm saying? Collecting different things as I go. Gold, stones, precious materials, minerals, and stuff like that. I'll be doing that.
Right, but you're already doing it too. Because I say, is it possible for you to live like that now? In what ways? Basically, I'm trying to get to the point we are already, like you said, Chris, in the beginning of the show, we're already that.
Right.
Regardless of whatever thoughts we have on that, we're already financially abundant. So you can basically live how you want to live now in certain ways. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But okay. So we will be back. It is time for karaoke. If y'all don't know, I do a karaoke every episode.
Before we do the karaoke, I wanted to break down because it's Easter, so I wanted to. It was something in the book.
I changed that page.
That's all good. I can find it pretty quick. But etymology, I'm just really into breaking down like where stuff comes from, and it's like half the time when we're doing rituals and we're doing stuff, we don't even know where it came from or like what does it actually mean. So okay, so east, like the direction on the map of east, and when you look it up, east is the point of the compass at which the sun rises. So basically that's the only reason why it's called east, is because that's where the sun rises. And it comes from a Latin word originally meaning rising. East means rising from Latin. It goes back to an Indo-European base, blase, blase, blase. Okay, and then in Swedish and Dutch it's Oster, in English east, and then it was also a source of Osteron, and the name of a goddess of the prehistoric Germanic peoples, originally the dawn goddess, whose festival occurred in spring. So in Old English, her name was Esther or Easter, which generally taken out of the ultimate source of English Easter. So think about this. They saying that east basically means rising, and it's the place on the compass where the sun rises. Easter is, we talk about the Christianity and stuff like that. Jesus dies. He's the Son of God. He dies, and then 3 days later he rises on Easter. That's what the whole celebration is about. But people think that, but people don't even understand the whole play on the words.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? If the sun is rising.
And tell me about the what you just said about the girl.
Yeah, it's some dawn goddess named.
And what is this date back to? This is before.
Yeah, it's prehistoric, so it goes back like maybe it's like some pagan religion or something. It goes back a long way.
Further than.
And it's like a dawn goddess it has something to do with like fertility and spring and stuff like that. And that's why we see like the eggs and and all of that, like the rabbits and the eggs. It's supposed to be spring. It's supposed to be like starting off. It's the first season. So in the old calendar, it started with March 21st going on forward. So that it used to never be a January or February. It just starts in the spring and it goes all the way to December.
So March is definitely he hitting on something I definitely know to be true. That's why Aries is the first
sign
in the zodiac, because March is the new year. That's really supposed to be the real new year.
Right.
Exactly.
And that's why December is supposed to be the last month. It's supposed to be only 10 months. So December is supposed to be etymology broken down to 10, like a decade or decimal or whatever.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I thought that it was number 10.
Oh, I didn't even peep that. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with September, supposed to mean 7. October is 8, octo, like an octagon. Let me see what else. But yeah.
You remember on Hidden Colors, I don't want to say the misinformation, but you know, they was talking about how the story of Mary, you remember who they took that from? I don't know if it was ISIS, it's some
Egyptian thing?
Some Egyptian, African thing, but it happened way before Christianity time, so it's like the same. They took, you know.
Yeah, it's the same stories repeating themselves. And the last thing I'm gonna say is, when you watch Lion King, niggas think that they're watching Lion King, a Disney story, but really it's like the story of Moses mixed together with the story of Joseph. And it's like a lot of these stories, like they're telling the same story over and over again, but they just kind of change a little bit of the names and a little bit of what's happening. But it's basically everything you're seeing. And I think that's kind of like what life is. Like life is the same story over and over again, but just, you know, a little change here or there.
Contradictions there, yeah. It definitely is. You know, somebody always playing with the narrative. You know what I'm saying?
That's deep. He has a birthday. Well, this is Easter Sunday.
So crazy today. So it's Easter Sunday. So tomorrow, my grandma was born April 1st.
Okay.
And my grandpa, my mother's mother was born April 1st, and my mother's father was born April 10th.
Okay.
So they both
The ones.
yeah,
Yep.
And y'all,
the ones that started us to create that.
y'all daddies is the same name.
Yep.
David. Yeah, it's crazy.
I send my father love too, and healing. Hopefully that vibration comes back to me.
Okay, we're back for a karaoke segment of the podcast. And we are doing
Forgot About Dre.
Looking at us. Get your big for sure. You said forgot about Dre. So, let's go. What tempo we doing? We'll see how we go. Okay, you ready?
Yep.
What part we said?
So what do you say to somebody?
What do you say? Okay, right. Okay, bet. Nowadays, everybody want to talk like they got something to say, but nothing comes out when they move their lips with a bunch of gibberish. Motherfuckers forgot about Dre. Nowadays, everybody want to talk like they got something to say, but nothing comes out when they move their lips with a bunch of gibberish. Motherfuckers forgot about Dre.
So what do you say to somebody
you hate, or you want to try to bring trouble your way, or these all things and pull your way?
Did a study your tape of NWA.
One day I was walking by with a Walkman on when I caught a guy giving off a ride,
stringing him off in the parking lot with his cock and eye. I don't give a fuck if it's dark or not. I'm harder than me trying to park a guy. I'm drunk as fuck. Right next to you, mother truck in a 2-car garage. Hopping out with 2 broken legs trying to walk it off. Fuck you too, bitch, call the cops. I'ma kill you and them loud ass motherfucking barking dogs.
Nowadays, everybody want to talk like they got something to say. When nothing comes out, when they move their lips with a bunch of gibberish, motherfuckers forgot about Dre. Hey, Chris, when I tried to learn the 2 Chainz thing, that is funny. But thank y'all for watching Underground Radio, the podcast. This is episode 7, live from the underground. Thank y'all for rocking with me. Please screenshot this episode and tag at the Juicy Expressions and let me know your thoughts. We talked about a lot of stuff and got into a lot of stuff. And I think I'm going to drop some more creative dares, because creative dares is so good because it gets you out of your comfort zone. And yeah, they never dared me anything, but y'all had y'all chance. So,
See.
But alrighty. The Dopest Blogger Alive.